If you've been feeling like every girl online is starting to look like the same template, you're not imagining it. And if you've been quietly getting tired of having to pick an aesthetic just to feel like you know who you are, that's not you being difficult. That's you waking up. Because 2026 is the year fashion stops rewarding labels. It starts rewarding women. Welcome to GTWJ. Hi, I'm Ju, and before we begin, grab a cup of coffee, tea, or something nice to drink. And settle in. This is file 0 on 15 of the Reset 25-day fashion identity program, and every day in this series I'm isolating one key idea from my 25-5-page essay, Fashion as Identity Formation, Not Expression. Because fashion is not just what you wear, it's what you rehearse, it's what you tolerate, it's what you repeat until it becomes your identity. If you're a subscriber, the full essay is waiting for you in the quiet room, along with the letters, the deeper work, the private archive, the place where we go past the internet and into meaning. And I also have a personal essay in there about my journey with fashion. The messy parts, the identity parts, the parts most people don't talk about when they're just showing outfits. And if you want the counterpart to this philosophy, the high-gloss editorial show don't tell version, GTWJ issue 03, Authority Without Permission, is there as a starting point. YouTube is the doorway. The rest of this universe exists for the women who need more than content. Now, today is going to sound like a trend video on the surface. It's going to sound like I'm about to say, these are the 3 things we're leaving behind. But if you've been with me for even 5 minutes, you know that's not what this is. This is not about clothing. This is about identity. Because what we're actually leaving in 2026 is not a pair of jeans or a shoe or a bag. We're leaving the era where women have to group themselves into a category to feel valid. We're leaving the era of I'm a clean girl, I'm an it girl, I'm a coastal girl, I'm a quiet luxury girl, I'm a mob wife, I'm an old money girl, I'm a soft life girl. And I'm not saying those aesthetics were evil. I'm not saying you were wrong for liking them. Aesthetics can be playful, they can be a doorway, they can be a phase that helps you experiment when you're not sure where you belong. But the key idea for file 15 is this. In 2026, aesthetic identity becomes a trap because it trains you to outsource your self-trust. It trains you to dress for belonging instead of dressing for yourself. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. Let me make this personal for a second because I want you to understand why I care so much about this. When I was younger, I didn't have the language for personal style. I had the language for approval. I had the language for, does this look good? Will this be accepted? Will people get it? Does this make sense? And that's what aesthetics give you. They give you a map when you feel lost. They give you a uniform when you don't trust your own taste yet. But the problem is, if you stay in that stage too long, you start to confuse the aesthetic with the self. You start to feel like if you step outside the uniform, you lose your identity. And that is exactly how fashion becomes a cage. I've lived that. I've had moments where I bought something not because I loved it, but because it matched the girl I thought I was supposed to be. And then I would put it on and I wouldn't feel like me. I would feel like I was playing a role. And I know you know that feeling. It's when you're wearing something technically on trend, technically correct, and you still feel off. You still feel like you're impersonating the person you're trying to become. That is what 2026 is correcting. So today, I'm going to give you 3 fashion aesthetics that will not survive 2026. Not because people will stop wearing the clothes, but because the identity system behind them collapses. And I'm going to tell you what replaces them, because I don't want to just take something away. I want to give you the new map, a map that's not based on labels, a map that's based on you. The first aesthetic that won't survive 2026 is the clean girl identity. You know exactly what I mean. The perfectly neutral palette, the slick bun, the same jewelry, the same coat, the same effortless makeup that actually takes effort, the same curated minimalism. And before you get defensive, let me say this. The clean girl look itself is not the problem. The problem is what it became psychologically. Clean girl became the easiest way to signal, I have my life together. It became a shortcut for control. And for a while that worked. especially after years where everything felt chaotic. Culture, beauty, fashion, trends, social media, even the way we live. Women wanted calm. Women wanted something that didn't scream. So clean girl was a relief. But here's why it won't survive 2026 as an identity. Because it became a template. And templates are not taste. Templates are not self-trust. Templates are not personal style. Templates are what you do when you don't want to make decisions. And the internet loves templates because templates are easy to repeat, easy to monetize, easy to sell. But women are waking up. And the way you can tell is this. People are starting to feel bored, restless, and even irritated by the sameness. They'll say they want minimalism, but what they really want is meaning. They want minimalism that has a point of view. They want simplicity that looks like a woman made a decision, not like she copied a routine. Because the truth is, clean girl minimalism without taste training looks like a costume. And the women who are going to look the most modern in 2026 are not the women who look the most clean. They're the women who look the most specific. The difference is everything. Specific can still be minimal. Specific can still be neutral. But specific has intention. Specific means your uniform is yours, not the internet's. In 2026, the world is going to stop applauding the neutral girl who looks like everyone else and start noticing the woman whose simplicity has teeth. The woman whose outfit looks calm but not generic. The woman who looks like she chose her life. So if you love clean, here's the upgrade. Stop trying to look clean. Start trying to look clear. Clear is personal. Clear is disciplined. Clear is you. Now, the second aesthetic that won't survive 2026 is the it girl identity. This one is dangerous because it feels flattering. It feels like you're in the know. It feels like you're ahead. It feels like you're part of the conversation. And I get the temptation because the internet makes you feel like if you don't keep up, you fall behind. But the it girl identity is built on one thing: speed. Speed of trends, speed of consumption, speed of reinvention, speed of aesthetics. And 2026 is the year speed starts to look unintelligent. Not because trends stop existing, they will always exist, but because the pace became absurd. It became impossible. And it created a generation of women who don't actually know what they like. They only know what's currently being liked. That is not style. That is not taste. That is outsourcing. And again, let me make this personal because I don't want this to sound like a lecture. I want this to sound like truth. There were moments where I would watch the fashion cycle online and feel this pressure to participate. Like I needed to have an opinion instantly. Like I needed to move fast. Like if I didn't get it immediately, I wasn't smart enough or fashionable enough. And that's when I realized something that changed me. The internet rewards instant reaction. But style rewards slow digestion. Taste is slow. Taste is built by repetition and editing and living with your choices. The it girl identity doesn't give you time to live with anything. It makes you replace yourself every month, and is why it collapses. Because eventually you start to feel hollow. You start to feel like you have a closet full of versions of yourself, but not yourself. And culturally, women are getting tired of that. They're tired of pretending their identity changes every season. They're tired of dressing like they're auditioning. So in 2026, the it girl identity gets replaced by something quieter and more powerful. The woman with a signature. The woman who repeats herself on purpose. The woman who has one coat she wears every year and somehow looks better each time. The woman who doesn't look like she's chasing anything. Because here's the thing nobody says out loud. The most powerful women do not look like they're trying. Not because they don't care, they care deeply, but because they don't need permission. They don't need applause. They've already decided. So if you've been trapped in it girl energy, the upgrade is simple but hard. Stop asking, what's next? Start asking, what's mine? That's how you exit the cycle. Now, the third aesthetic that won't survive 2026 is what I'm going to call the main character performance. This is the era where outfits are built for the camera, built for attention, built for being watched, built to be consumed. And this is tricky because I'm not moralizing it. I'm not saying it's bad to be feminine. I'm not saying it's bad to be sexy. I'm not saying it's bad to want to look beautiful. I love beauty. I love glamour. I love elegance. But the main character aesthetic is not really about beauty. It's about visibility. It's about needing the outfit to do the talking for you. It's about dressing as a headline. And 2026 is the year culture starts craving privacy again, mystery again, elegance again, and fashion always follows culture. We've been living in a world where everything is overshared, over-explained, over-posted, over-revealed. And women are starting to feel it in their bones, the exhaustion of constant visibility. So in 2026, the outfits that feel modern are not the outfits that reveal the most. They're the outfits that feel intentional. They're the outfits that say, I chose this for me, not for your reaction. And this is where I want you to really listen, because this is one of the most important identity shifts in fashion. We are moving from being seen to being felt. That is the new power. Being felt means presence, it means silhouette, it means control, it means restraint, it means leaving something unsaid. And that's why the main character performance starts to look dated. Not because it's too much, but because it's too dependent on an audience. And the women who are going to define 2026 style are women who no longer need an audience to validate their choices. They can be beautiful privately. They can be elegant without proof. They can be powerful without being loud. That is the shift. Now, if those are the three aesthetics that won't survive 2026, clean girl as a template, it girl as a speed addiction, and main character as performance, what replaces them? This is the part that I think will change your life, you let it. The replacement is not a new aesthetic. The replacement is a new relationship with yourself. 2026 is the beginning of post-aesthetic personal style. And post-aesthetic doesn't mean you dress randomly. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means your style stops being a costume and starts being a system that belongs to you, a system that you can repeat, a system that doesn't collapse when the internet changes its mind. Because the truth is, personal style isn't self-expression. Self-expression is unstable. It changes based on mood. Personal style is identity formation. It's what happens when you make decisions repeatedly until you become someone you trust. That's why I built GTWJ the way I did, because I don't want you to feel like you need to keep up. I want you to feel like you're becoming. And that's also why I'm so protective of this community, because there are women here who are not looking for tips. You're looking for clarity. You're looking for permission to stop performing. You're looking for language to describe what you feel. And this is why issue 03 exists. Authority without permission is not outfit inspo. It's not a Pinterest board. It's a 110-page editorial world designed to train your eye and your discernment. It's the polished exhibition of what we talk about here. The mood, the restraint, the discipline, the elegance, the repetition, the authority. And the quiet room, the subscription, the letters, that's where the living work is. That's where the deeper essays sit. That's where I can give you the full map, including my personal fashion journey essay. Because I know some of you don't just want to look better, you want to feel like yourself again. YouTube is the doorway. The rest exists for the women who need more than content. Now let me make this practical, because I don't want you to leave this video with a beautiful idea and then still feel stuck in the morning. Here's the file 15 rule. If you need a label to feel confident, you don't have style yet, you have dependency. And again, that's not an insult, that's a stage. We all start there, but the goal is to graduate. So here's how you graduate in 2026. You build a signature system, a silhouette direction, a palette, a level of polish, a uniform that matches your life. And the way you know it's yours is this. You don't feel like you're trying to belong. You feel like you're coming home. And I want to tell you something I wish someone told me earlier. You are allowed to be hard to categorize. You are allowed to be inconsistent in the eyes of the internet. You are allowed to be more than one thing. The internet wants you in a box because boxes are easy to market. But style is not marketing. Style is self-trust. So instead of asking, what aesthetic am I? Ask, what do I repeat when nobody's watching? What makes me feel calm? What makes me feel powerful? What makes me feel like I can enter any room without apologizing? That's your style direction. And if you're in a moment where you feel like you don't know the answer yet, that's okay. That's exactly why the reset exists. because the goal of this series is not to give you outfits, it's to give you identity mechanisms. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Pick one thing you're done outsourcing. One. Maybe it's your color palette, maybe it's your silhouette, maybe it's your idea of what looks expensive. Maybe it's your belief that you have to look like everyone else to be accepted. Pick one and start building from there. Because the women who are going to look like the future in 2026 are not the women who look the most on trend. They're the women who look the most themselves, in a way that's disciplined, in a way that's repeatable, in a way that's unmistakable. And I'll end with this, because this is the real point. Aesthetics are a phase, authority is a lifestyle. So tell me in the comments, which aesthetic did you use to belong to? Clean girl, it girl, main character, something else. And what are you becoming now? And if you want a follow-up, I can do one where I build 3 post-aesthetic wardrobe maps. One for the woman who wants quiet structure, one for the woman who wants romantic movement, and one for the woman who wants strong, minimal authority. And I'll show you exactly how to build a system that makes getting dressed feel calm again. Because the goal isn't to copy fashion, the goal is to understand it. And in 2026, the women who understand fashion will look like the future. I'll see you in the next one.